they didn't veto it, so it seemed that they preferred to play this against NIP over other maps. So we have to bear that in mind as well.
I actually think Virtus.pro have pretty good, like, are a pretty darn good nuke team. Like, even though they didn't play it very much, these guys are just so old school, and it's not. Oh my god!
Exist with the troll.
So how am I in two places at once? This is like quantum entanglement, some business going on. I'm just like teleporting over there.
RIP exist. I'll have to.
Does that mean I'm a fake DDK right now here, and the real DDK is?
Oh, apparently you're at Taz's place as well.
Uh-oh.
Is this match paused so they can
weird.
troll DDK?
Maybe there's just like a bunch of DDK impersonators just going around now.
Okay, now it's getting weird.
That's pretty weird.
Fake DDK.
Fake DDKs.
You know, when I'm playing, people keep asking me, "Are you the real JZFB?" Like, imagine if there were fake ones. Although I was in deathmatch.
There are fake ones.
I was playing in deathmatch, and someone had their avatar was a picture of me with the Rambo bandana on.
Someone added me on Steam, and his name was DDK. Like on Steam, his name was DDK, and he put a picture up, like he took a picture from the internet of me and put it as his profile picture as well. So it's just really weird.
That is weird.
I find that weird.
Okay. We are about to get this show underway. Excuse me.
Okay. Did you make your prediction? You did.
I don't have a prediction.
God damn it, James.
I don't have one. I just hope I make it through this game without dying. I'm really sick, guys. I apologize. My voice sounds weird, and my commentary is limited, as is my speech.
And your words.
Bear with us. Dan's doing extra work today.
All right. Okay then. So we do have ourselves the piss around between NIP and Virtus.pro. It is home map for NIP, the Swedes, and Finn. Already finding themselves a frag thanks to Forest, as we get NIP holding it down quite well here. There's a lot of movement outside from NIP, but it's like NIP are in good stead at the moment. If Exist is able to hold on here, this gets smoked off though, but he's got teammates in Force, Freiberg and Forest coming in. It looks like Virtus.pro never stood a chance on the pistol there. Very well reacted by, or very good at reactions, I should say, by NIP to the movement, their rotation. This map is all about CT rotation. I think it was a threat that said to me, and I've quoted this before. When you're playing a really, really good nuke CT side, it should feel like there's 5 players everywhere you go. When you're the T's.
I wish I could do a good threat impression.
What? I don't know what you mean, like a real impression. That was a quote. I don't actually have any threat impressions.
I said I wish I could do one. Dan.
Okay. What do you mean, like speak like him or pull out?
Do you know what an impression is, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay then. I guess we're good.
All right. All right.
What do you want me to say? I wish I could do a good impression. Like.
Right. I thought you were implying that I did a good impression.
There's a minute remaining in the round.
It's everything's lost on me.
Oh dear.
And you can't handle this. And they have the wall of smokes outside here. They can actually push straight through with the Tech 9s. This is actually really dangerous potentially. Going to really test NIP's spray skills with the Pyjamas. But, alright. That was a test pass with flying colours. Snacks any guy able to get a kill at the moment. Picks himself up a shoddy. But he's only got 10 health left and the bomb is down. So, looks like crisis averted here for NIP. I like that. That's a cool move though. From Virtus.pro. Just like smoking, just like doing the wall of smokes outside and then basically all huddling right next to the smoke. And then kind of just rushing in. Like, because the smoke was flush with main basically. So they basically all appeared out of the smoke at once. Because if they're getting like, because they could potentially get a lot of one-on-ones there if NIP don't expect this. And, you know, with all the Tech 9s, you never know. So they basically get the close ranges, which is what they want. So I like the idea there.
Okay, so things looking difficult for Virtus.pro at the moment on the extremely less favoured side. I do wonder how much at the next major maps like Train, because of its lopsidedness, and Cobblestone because of its newness, its rawness, will affect the proceedings. You know, they have that kind of random map selection for third maps, for deciding maps, where they have the best of 3. So it'll be interesting to see what storylines play out with that. But for now, this is a best of 1. This is league play.
Where's Aliu at the moment? Is he in ramp? Yes, he is. He is on ramp with the Pyjamas. So it'll be interesting to see if he is going to be holding ramp. I would have expected him more outside, but of course different setups here, different strokes to different folks. And we have Aliu dropping down. He's got his teammates to help him out now as they are coming in based off of the call that he made. And you can see him locking down Hell in the ladder room. Beautiful sandwich there. And NIP with 3 clean rounds pretty much, and all this very well in the NIP camp. Only really Freiburg is low on cash. The rest of his teammates are pretty good on the monies. Although Forrest is going to upgrade himself. So, in with the AKs for Virtus.pro. Are we going to see all the smokes outside, the wall of smokes at the very least? How are they going to approach this one? We're going to see a faster round. Are they going to go for a set play into the upper area with a bit of delay? There's so much that they can do. I would love to just see them take ramp and then play off of that extra added map control.
Well, for now, things are going to be tentative. Virtus.pro just holding angles, making sure nobody's pushing, overextending on the CT side, trying to get the jump, get a surprise attack going.
They should, sorry, continue, James.
No, I'm done.
I was just going to say they should know that there's no AWP in this round, so that might be an incentivizer to actually try to take more map control outside than in some other rounds.
And for those at home, what would identify for them that there should be no AWP on this round?
It's because it's round 4 and NIP want to be holding on to a strong economy, so they're not going to be basically dropping one of their rifles or FAMASes or something like that in for an AWP. It would be very... It doesn't serve a lot of purpose here. You can do so much more with the rifles. And Aliu gets eliminated, so that's a good opening into ramp. So they will actually take control of ramp. But again, 35 seconds left. They actually are quite committed to making a play into the lower bomb site here. They don't have any time to mess around, so going to be trying to push down straight away. And Forrest dropping down the vents, able to get a bit of damage, but he himself is tagged way harder, down to 4 health. Freiburg in Toxic, though, is going to hear the bomb planted, and he's going to pop out for the frag. And time is against Virtus.pro right now. They have the lead on the players. They have to eliminate Freiburg now. Freiburg gets yet another kill, still staying alive. This cannot happen here for Virtus.pro. There's no time left. They get the kill, but that is it. The round won by the CTs as Forrest comes in with 4 HP. That's ridiculous. And what's even more ridiculous, James, is that the amount of times I've seen rounds won in that exact way by a man standing in Toxic.
Yes, it's horrible. The B bomb site can be horrible, and again, we spoke about it on that little extra segment we did last time we had Nuke, where you want to take control of the control room to make it easier to plant. They had actually a crossfire set up, both with doors being opened, as Get Right was on the well, Freiburg was on the Toxic doors and Get Right was opposite, so that was a whole world of pain for Virtus.pro. They took the site with 5 people alive and still couldn't plant the bomb.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find ways to deal with Toxic. It's really rough, but yeah, well played to Freiburg, well played to NIP. Obviously, Forrest keeping himself alive, showing the value of just staying alive. They went down to 4 HP, and they're trying to boost up to get to out of catwalk here. That's a pretty interesting jump that they're going to be trying to make. And oh, there he goes for it. Oh, beautiful, makes the jump. Love the angle we got there as well. Does get taken down, but Pasha gets the trade. 3-on-2 now here for NIP. Very, very crazy round. Slugfest. Lots of trades coming in. But NIP, they've got 2 players in good positions here. Aliu's going to be covering the ladder room there. Going to be covering Heaven and Hell. And Freiburg down on the upper site itself. Trying to get themselves up for a push. Aliu picks up the kill onto Pasha. That's going to at least tell them where Aliu is. But the cost was pretty great there. It's Bialy now moving in from main. And there he spots one play, spots Freiburg and Aliu. But that's not a good situation for him. Another round won by timeout, it would seem. And Snack stays alive at the bottom of the vents. And NIP have no interest in hunting them down here. They need to keep those weapons alive. Oh, he actually he went for it. Freiburg went to kill him after time. I didn't think he would risk it. I was completely wrong. And Freiburg actually got him after time there. Look at that. $350. Oh my god, it sucks to be Snacks. That is horrendous.
So, rest of his team going to buy down, save for Pasha. Oh, he's going to go for the late buy, in fact. So, Snake's going to be running around with a P250 and nothing else because he got shot after he died there, as Dan just pointed out. So, nice play there by Freiburg. Found him with a second to spare. And Freiburg gets the first frag. Ooh, is that wallbang? Let's have a look at where Freiburg's playing. Oh, he's shot him on through the roof. Very nice by Freiburg. And that is not going to be a happy chappy Neo on the other side. Freiburg trying to cause more shenanigans, and that's the advantage of playing with the M4A4. You get lots of bullets to spam various places on a map like Nuke. Can be advantageous, as you can see there. Right, with another M4A4 as well. Takes down Pasha, so this is looking fantastic so far for NIP. Freiburg finally going down, but only 2 Virtus.pro players remain. Make that 1. As Get Right continues to hold outside. Nice. Reasonably clean around there from NIP. Not that much damage done. See the money starting to grow slowly but surely. While Virtus.pro, they've been so close to winning rounds, and yet so far with Swedish players hiding in toxic rooms. Yeah,
and I actually like how their approach has been, generally speaking. They, you know, as we said, okay, Ali is kind of replacing Michael Ellie here. You know, he's a great AWPer. They haven't been using him really, and his AWP capacity has not really been shown. They've just been playing. It's a simple setup, more or less giving outside away. Get Right, mostly the only guy who's mainly taking peeks and getting information outside. There's the wall of smokes. You can see him dropping down there, but he's still really dynamic and fast with his rifle. Ali, in the meantime, has been playing ramp for them. So that's actually quite an interesting mix-up that I didn't expect. I like that they're keeping it fresh with Ali. And now Virtus.pro have taken map control of the ramp area, forcing NIP down into the lower site. They still have 3 on the upper area as well. Not actually even on the site itself, on the floor, but on the rafters. So it's a really good setup should Virtus.pro decide to double back into an upper rush. But it's like with these pistols, honestly, it's going to be hard to make a play into lower or to upper. And here we go. They're making their way in now. And NIP should be spotting this. Just trying to keep control of the long area. Freiburg in on the vents, able to pick up 2 quick frags as they go in. You can see some players lurking, trying to cut off those rotating players on the upper site. But NIP have excellent positions to deal with everything. Only Alu goes down. And once again, NIP read and reposition phenomenally.
NIP looking sharp as a butcher's pencil right now. Again, the money continuing to build. Let's look at the kill board. Neo doesn't have a kill in the game yet, and we are into round 8. Meanwhile, Freiburg is causing considerable damage for his side. He is more than double on the kills of anyone else on his side or the other side. So we'll try and ride with Freiburg for a little while as he stares at the door. We'll come back to him in a bit, but he is the danger man for his team. You can see that timing, just in case.
So they might try to get some more bang damage onto Freiburg here, or at least set up some grenades. Or is that, I think, a jump onto Silo? Not sure. That player just running around up on the T roof there, just chilling. Okay, we're going to pick up a frag outside. So the thing is that Virtus.pro can feel that NIP are kind of giving away outside. They're trying to take it over a few players, so they can create like wraps onto Hell and onto Ramp. But so far, NIP are just winning these fights. They're playing their setup. And they're playing it perfectly. Look at these awesome angles that Forrest is finding, how that girder is kind of covering him. And now he can drop down to help out his teammate Ali, who's over by the ramp area. So this is a really cool setup from NIP. They are all over this. Actually, it seems hard for Virtus.pro to break what they have. In fact, now they're going to go in for that last-ditch attempt. As Neo taking down Exist. But Freiburg picks up the last kill, and that will be it there. I think he just swapped for that AK there as well. So something I'd like to see from Virtus.pro is the wall of smokes outside, just trying to go for a bigger commitment down secret and see how that actually fares for them. Because they can always, again, like double back with some. They can like leave some guys there. This is something we talked about. Like leave a couple guys there, then double back with some players into lobby. And you know, there's all sorts of stuff you can do here. But they haven't really been trying to take secret at all. They've mostly been trying to wrap outside because it's been given to them. Because NIP are allowing them to take garage in that kind of an area. So here we go though.
Yeah, here, as you said, they're just taking what's being given to them, and again, there's the flank. But every time they try and enter that door, they get taken out. Now Pasha goes for a different approach, taking out Forest with the AWP, which he's finally picked up. Good advantage. That frag's going to make things even better for Virtus.pro. Ramp falls, get right falls soon after, and this could be a complete clean out here. The no-scope coming in from Pasha to finish things off. Finally, Virtus.pro get around on the board, but let's have a look at how far the CT economy has been allowed to build in that time.
So it doesn't look that sizable considering that they have won 8 rounds in a row, and that's because just Virtus.pro have been doing a great job on the damage. And you have to love how Virtus.pro instead, decided, let's actually just try to out-execute our opponents here. Let's just try to catch them as they go and peek for information outside. And Pasha connected the shot. They got easy entries onto ramp as well. So even though Virtus.pro have not been finding much in the way of frags, they're showing in that last round at least that they're still beasting. They're still able to beast these players. They just get those engagements. And they're going to need to show just that again. But I wonder if NIP are going to be a little bit more passive now. At least from Get Right's perspective. Look, he's switching up his position quite significantly there. Very deep angle into the garage area. As ramp is taken over by Virtus.pro once again. But this time around, there's a minute left to play with. So that, again, they don't actually have to commit into the lower site because of the extra time that they have. So you can see them trying to clear heaven here. This is an interesting play from Virtus.pro. There's Exist now looking over towards the ladder. He's not going to spot anybody just yet. As Get Right still is lying patiently in rest over by the garage area. But he's not going to find anybody just yet. And it's going to be Ali who's going to be able to make the call here. It's going to hide in Toxic. And the awesome thing about Toxic, this position, is that you have to like really divert resources to deal with that exactly. Because right now, lots of fire coming into the various NIP players who are dropping in for these frags.
Look at that angle.
Oh, that is an angle and a half. That's beautiful.
I don't know if Pasha even knows where that came from. He's just watching his back as there are mere seconds left on the clock. Doesn't get that frag on Exist, and that was a super nice angle by Alu in the Toxic area. Very sneaky indeed.
Usually you just expect that player to be kind of almost, he's not really in play until you're trying to get the bomb down. But in that instance, he made himself really useful. So, and also I imagine by opening the doors, they're going to be kind of looking to see someone maybe peek the doors, but he's in that top angle. That's really cool. So great stuff there by Ali. And that's actually a really big deal because Virtus.pro, their money bonus got reset completely. So now they have to actually eco. That's ridiculous. They can't afford this at all at this point.
Looks like a set play for Virtus.pro. It's an eco set play on round 11 here. Smoke's coming in from the roof. Look at those timing smokes from the CT. He's going to make things hard. May get lost in the smoke, and it looks like they're not going to push into the site. Potentially, well, let's see where Snacks is actually. Oh, he is on the site planting in the smoke.
So good frags done here by NIP, but not enough to stop the plant from going down. They do get all the kills though. So let's, I mean, the thing is, again, the money bonus just got reset, so they would be on, they lost 1, 2, so that'd be 1,800 plus the 800 that they just got, so they're going to get 2,600. So they still aren't, I don't know how much money they had left, but yeah, you can see they still don't have enough really to get a solid buy-in, even though they got the bomb down. Okay, I'm completely wrong. Yeah, James, I can't math.
It lags. It lags.
It lags. The math.
You didn't see the full buy. It only shows it correctly on this screen at the moment, and that one takes a while to update. So that's another bug to add to the list.
It's foiled me many times. But yeah, so we're gonna have a decent buy-in then, thanks to the bomb plant. So Virtus.pro, are they gonna be able to save themselves here? Because 10 rounds for NIP, that's great, but Virtus.pro is still in with a chance to take a few extra ones. And as we all know, 12-3 scoreline is actually okay, as long as you're able to win that pistol when you jump onto the CT side. It's still quite okay, especially when it's a team like Virtus.pro. It's creeping outside at the moment. Do they have the wall of smokes in play? They do indeed. And you can see Get Right has no idea. He can't see anything. There could be players behind that. There could not be players behind that, for all he knows. Although it's been very quiet on the rest of the map here. And NIP don't know for certain, but they have their suspicions. And they've started to reposition their players now. It's 45 seconds passing the round, and now they're starting to spot some players. Pasha immediately taking down Freiberg. That's a huge kill there to take over the long area as we do have the site being taken here by Virtus.pro. However, Alu coming in with a quick frag onto Snacks. Is it going to be good enough? And we do have the bomb planting now for Neo. Get right and Exist left over. The bomb goes down. 2-on-3 situation here, and now it's Neo who gets to play behind the toxic doors, so he gets to have a bit of fun instead of NIP, who so far have been abusing that position. There's a nade though. That's a very smart grenade to blow open the doors from GetRight. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful play there from GetRight. Completely eliminating Neo. And now all he has to do is cover Exist, but he hasn't got the angle, but he has the flames. He had the nade out as well. That is ridiculous. Had he just gone for the shot, James, he would have won the round.
So close to killing him, even with the flames, but that's another one that could have been, but ended up in disaster for Virtus.pro. 11-1, this looking like a complete rout for NIP so far, but there have been some narrow victories. That would be one of them. But again, there's a minimal margin for error. Nice. Oh, that nade, look at that body, down to 30 HP already. Minimal margin for error in the second half if this continues here for Virtus.pro.
Forever picking up 2 though, but it is more than equalized by Bialy and Pasha. Instead, they take advantage. Pasha picks up another one. Exists now in a 1-on-3. He's got full health and armor though to deal with this. He's got 2 flashbangs as well and a kit, so he's fully loaded out to try to attempt for this this save here, this clutch. Virtus.pro yet to plant a bomb, but Exist pretty much knows where they're going from the information for his teammates. They line up, 2 players. Oh, that is huge. Now it's a 1-on-1, and he's got the bomb down. He even hears the drop. This is massive. Exist has all the information to make the play. Pasha is completely in the dark. He has to react. Exist, look at this, how he's setting up his position here. He's expecting Pasha to walk out through the doors, but Pasha, with 30 seconds left, has other ideas at the moment. Exist hiding in the corner. This is really tense stuff here as Pasha creeps up through Secret, going up around here into what I would presume just going for that play into main, but he's going to be limited on time at the moment. And Exist is very aware that Pasha's in a position where he can just go to A and plant upper, or he can basically bluff him. Because he has the use of the vents, it's the best. He's doing the best thing here, which is just to just stay put until he gets the confirmation. Now the bomb's down. Pasha in this 1-on-1 does manage to barely get himself into the hut here. Good pop flash coming in. Ooh, does get in a lot of trouble there as Exist is bearing down his position, gets the spray, and Exist with the 1-on-3 clutch. Can anything work out for Virtus.pro right now?
12-1. This is not good, Dan.
This is not good at all.
I mean, even 12-3 would be completely horrible, but it goes without saying that they really need these 2 remaining rounds. And if they don't get them, what, 14-1? It's never over, but on this map, that looks pretty ropey.
It does indeed. And we got the auto sniper from GetRight. So I think he's probably playing outside with this. Yeah, there it is. He is on the positioning garage. And a bit of spam through the doors and the metal bits of the nuke. The early damage battle coming into play here. He gets the killers, but gets the headshot onto Freiberg. There you go. Virtus.pro able to start off things a little bit better now. Taz only going down to 50 health for that, or 41 even. Alu at the back of the the ramp area. And Exist creeping closer in the hut here, looking for that information. Virtus.pro yet to reveal their hands. They are making their way into some angles here. This might just get challenged very soon. Going to have to come out with a good result again. Re-smoking it. Oh, the switch coming out. Does get the frag and gets away with it too. Just for a moment longer before going down. Taz coming in to respond onto Forest as the kills come in. Alu with the cleanup. What a good rotation. Alu really made his way from ramp very quickly up the ladder there. Just in the nick of time, Alu saves the day. NIP 13, Virtus.pro 1. This is a bad look for the Poles.
Indeed, this is worst case. Well, it's almost worst case scenario. It's as close as it can be without it being it. So 13-1, and see I mean, there's so little for Virtus.pro to salvage here that what can you even say, really? 13-1, 13-2. Neither are really any good for the team. See Snacks just picking through the hole in the door, but Freiburg has been playing from rafters quite often so far and been playing them to great effects. 18 and 8 for the time being. Exist pushes Hut and takes 2 down. Taz and Neo will leave the building in the final round. And that kind of aggression from Nip when they're 13-1 up. Look at that punish as well. Forrest gets 2 of his own. Now it's Pasha versus 5.
This is a sick result here for NIP so far. Pasha, can he bring another round to the board here for his team? He's got 40 seconds left. There's the first frag. It's a double peak. Or, well, potentially first frag. I thought he had that for sure. But no, nobody falls for NIP. 14-1. Massive first half there for the Swedes and Finn. Ali jumping in here for NIP.
Any comments on Ali's performance?
I think he played really well. I mean, we saw him basically rifling only, and I think he played pretty darn well. We see almost no frags for him, right? But he was playing ramp, and it wasn't so common that they were pushing ramp. And often when they were, Ali was basically doing his job, which was to call the information and play safe, just stay alive.
Yeah.
And just play further back, position upon position. We saw some key plays in that regard from him. You know, moving down into toxic, we saw that awesome angle from him. I think Ali played within his role very well, and you can see the result 14-1 is largely because also of all the members, of course, of NIP, but Ali did his job basically is what I'm trying to say. I don't think the frags really say all that much in this case, but now NIP is 2 rounds away from winning this one against Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro, I'm sure they've done crazier things. It is Nuke after all, so if there's ever hope to pull back scorelines like this, it's on this map.
Yeah, if they win the pistol, then anything can happen, really and truly.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how they approach this one. Going to go for the ramp play, and look at this. Good amount of players here set up to help deal with this from NIP. In they come. NIP looking pretty good, though, at the moment. We've got Freiburg. Oh, now all of a sudden, Taz and Snacks coming in with 2 frags. That's the advantage now for them. And a grenade going to take down Get Right. Forrest now alone against Snacks. This is madness.
Ooh.
Everyone battling over at the ramp area, but it's going to be Virtus.pro who successfully defeats their opponents in that situation. But
that match was on a pinhead right there.
If they wanted to, NIP could almost all of them could buy scouts. Almost
on Nuke?
Frags there. I know you shouldn't on Nuke, but
they could.
But
if they
4 scouts. But 4 scouts.
4 scouts on Nuke would be
hilarious.
Next level straps.
Just stand outside.
It really would be.
Just do double stack outside. Be amazing, guaranteed. But in reality, what it means is they can get a Kevlar helmet, Tech 9, and a flash and a smoke, which is much better.
Pretty powerful in its own regard.
Yes. And
if they try to get over to Secret, which they are halfway there. At least one of them.
There's actually like loads of ways they can play this. They can actually say go for Secret, or try to bust through main, or try to do a really fast push on ramp. But this is ridiculous. Absolutely annihilating the Poles at the moment. And even if the Poles win the round from this point, if they take much more in the way of losses, then their buys are going to be so strenuous, so strained. Oh my goodness, this is getting worse and worse. NIP, if they get the bomb down as well, they're going to guaranteed buy next round. So Virtus.pro are in a hell of a situation at the moment. Bialy and Taz can still save it though, but still, it's not a good look for them. Right. The Tech 9 going to find himself a Taz flying through the air. Going to catch him with Tech 9, and oh my god. NIP win the round, they go to match point, and James. Tech 9's.
Nuke.
GG.
Yeah, Tech 9. So, I mean, should it be that easy?
No. I think the Tech 9's are too
They've
good.
got a clip of 32 bullets?
I've honestly been saying that Tech 9's too good ever since the CZ got nerfed and people started using it. Basically.
Like, it's got like 32 bullets in, and it's that powerful.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's too good when running. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think that's the issue. It's like the CZ issue, is that the spread when running is almost not affected at all. It's still really, really good. I think that's the problem with it, but anyway. Virtus.pro are going to try to battle back with what they can. They got some deagles, they got some armor, they got a couple of decoys. just buying everything. Oh! Forest's head explodes. And Neo picks one up as well. So going in advantage here. Oh my goodness, that was a nice little backflip there. Gonna have Freiburg taking down a 4 HP here. So a very doable round now for Virtus.pro, thanks to Neo and Snacks. Ali's still full health though. He's going to be making his way up the vents, and this is a really nice position because once he gets up there, he can call to his teammate what is safe, but it's like Freiburg's going to be going down, and Ali, his position largely unknown here. He's got a big advantage. Oh, his aim is just slightly off, and Bialy is going to tap him into the vents, pushing him down the vents. It's a good way to dispose of unwanted remains.
This is a lot of match points coming up. Should it go that far? Back to the wall every single round. 0 errors. Permissible on the Polish, the Virtus.pro side right now. No errors permissible
the
whatsoever.
interesting thing is I almost think that if it was Envy, they would have bought in this round. Just because of in NIP's position, it's just that they only need to win 1 round. And yeah, I think there would be an argument for that. But almost a 3D Max. NIP, they are just going to say, you know what, let's just get a strong buy-in, guys, and we just need to win 1 round. They're not going to try this shenanigans. They're not going to try the war of attrition strategy, essentially.
Yeah, I think that would be really encouraging for Virtus.pro's momentum if they kept stringing together rounds.
Yes.
Where NIP are stretching their economy. So
that's the downside of the war of attrition.
Indeed. So I think it's better to take on Virtus.pro as well equipped as possible.
Okay, Snack's going to eliminate Forest, and immediately we have a bit of a trade going on ramp. Ramp now secure for the Ninjas. Ninjas in Pyjamas. Virtus.pro are a man ahead. And the thing with NIP right now is they can't easily take the lower side. They're going to go for it. And we're going to see Pasha jumping down now. Teammate eliminated. Trade's coming in. Oh, wow. Shot to the face. It looked like to the face, but didn't register as a headshot. Either way, Aliu goes down. And now Get Right's against a multitude of opponents. And let's see if he's going to be able to pull out an amazing result. There's 1 frag already for Get Right. The bomb is down. He's got limited amounts of time here. They know exactly where he is. He's got no armor. His chances are slim, to say the least here, as he's got to go for the plant. And he knows he's going to probably die here. Tries to bait out a player for the frag at least. And there you go. Does get eliminated. And in a spot like that, he's basically like looking at best case, just getting a frag, more or less.
All right, so the full buy coming up for NIP once again. 5 M4s, well, 4 M4s and an AK for Virtus.pro. So no AWP on Pasha for the time being. No money either on Pasha. He's only got $100 in the bank. Okay, so let's have a look and see who is going where. We've got Snacks coming outside. It's an aggressive flashbang as well, and he is actually going to flash Alu. It's going to slow him down just a little bit. See Alu there with apprehensive precautionary angle. Not going to get too close to the box straight away. So, some wall banging of presumably the heaven area, also the beam in the middle, which CTs like to stand on. That's on often a target for wall bangs.
Words are hard.
Yeah.
Just holding here to see if Virtus.pro are going to try to peek for some information. And look at that, Snacks is really just almost in this wall of smokes. Another smoke actually for main as a couple players move outside. And I really like this from NIP right now because they're potentially going for this play that we talk about where they take secret. They don't have to commit down there, but they do give the option to either assault into long and secure. And once the teammates have control of ramp, they can easily take a lower site. But taking ramp is really a big deal in a play like this, and Neo's shutting that down at the moment. Exist now needs to try to kill Neo and get control of this so that his teammates down in secret can actually wrap around onto it. Unless they want to change the play, because right now the frags are coming in for Virtus.pro. This play's not going to work out. Aliu's left alone against 4 players with 10 seconds left to find some kills now. Get that damage in on the economy, but it's not going to happen. Snacks will survive, and they only lose Pasha. So doing well on keeping people alive at the moment. But you can still see how strained the money is for Virtus.pro.
Absolutely. But NIP are in a position where they're going to eco, which may give Virtus.pro the opportunity to extend their money a little bit. We're not seeing the Tech 9s in such abundance as that previous round where NIP won. So 2 Tech 9s, P250 a Deagle, and another. Okay, so Get Right could get the close one tap though. Neo is holding the angle and finds it. Not quite the angle in secret for Get Right there, but worthy attempt. So Alu last left to be cleaned up on this eco. Again, they've changed B actually, so there are more sound cues that somebody's actually on B as opposed to A, where it's concrete, and you have those metal, like corrugated iron, which makes a distinctly different sound, a metallic sound. Because it is quite hard to pinpoint your audio on this map. So, little help there. And again, it's Virtus.pro to face NIP's next wave. It's almost like 300. And Virtus.pro are the Spartans just trying to hold a little gap, leading towards their peoples. And NIP are the gargantuan army throwing elephants at them, monsters, arrows.
Persian army.
Persian army. You will see that I'm kind.
Led by like some demigod guy. Alright. So I guess that would be... No, never mind. I guess that would be Heaton. He's like huge and buff. He could pull off the Persian like demigod guy. I think he could pull it off. He's got a manly voice.
Well, NIP might be taking this now as they've got the first 2 frags. Nax and Neo have fallen. And the ramp is in control of NIP. They've got the bomb there as well. Byali is in the toxic area, and we can see that Taz has rotated to vents, but he's watching his back at the moment, trying to even things up. Does get a frag onto Alu. Trade coming in from Forest. Bomb doesn't get planted. Byali does a Freiburg, and that's going to put Nip in a difficult position. However, they do have a man advantage. Forest, though, with only 11 HP. Bomb attempt 2. This time they make it, and now it's Byali stuck, as they will know where he is.
They did just barely get the bomb down. They put 2 men. They sacrificed 2 men for the task.
Look how they're not peeking him at all. Very, very, very passive, because they know what he has to do. So they're trying to bait him, but he's fired his gun already. They're getting a bit closer now. And this is pretty much an impossible position for Byali. The clock is ticking. He has no choice but to stick, and that's going to be the match.
There you go. So 16-6. Really, really good result there from the Swedes and the Finn. Honestly, I guess it's not... It can happen on you. When you have a team that's like so sick on the execution, and like we talked about, I liked how they used Alu because it was not necessarily what I would have expected initially, but it made a lot of sense. They just decided to play a really passive, like team play oriented style where they just make good reads and just tailor what they're doing around the tees. And I loved how they gave away outside and were super confident in exactly how to move based on what the teams were doing.
Considering they had a sub, that's actually really interesting.
Yeah,
but that said, the sub was on the ramp area, and they were covering. Basically, they were covering their asses by having a player in hell looking through that door, and he won a lot of duels versus Pasha.
Yeah,
and that was the key for them there.
Absolutely. So guys, we do have one more match here for the European stream. It's going to be LGB versus TSM, and that's going to be on Mirage. So that's going to be really cool because I love actually watching LGB on Mirage. And funnily enough, they played yesterday on Mirage. They played yesterday in Mirage. It was really, really fun to watch. And this time it's their map choice against TSM. So that's telling, isn't it? It does actually explain why their Mirage looks so solid on the T side at least. Their CT was a little bit weird, but the T side was exciting. So going to set that match up, guys. We'll be right back here on Faceit TV for more Counter-Strike action for the Faceit League 2015.